Hello, and thank you for joining me in the final episode for November. In today's show, let's talk about palindromes, some different phrases to use when you're ordering things, and 4 verbs that could trip you up. Let's crack on. Section 1. Palindromes, words and sentences. In this section, we're diving into palindromes, those wonderfully nerdy bits of language that read the same forwards and backwards. They're the verbal boomerangs of English. Throw them out and they come right back unchanged. And yes, we are absolutely finding pronunciation value in them, because of course we are. So what is a palindrome? A palindrome is a word, a phrase, or a full sentence that remains the same when read left to right and right to left. Now, it might be helpful to grab a pen and a piece of paper as we go through this section. So, an example of a word palindrome would be the word level. Level. L-E-V-E-L. Write it out, and you can see that it reads the same left to right as it does right to left. An example sentence palindrome could be, was it a car or a cat I saw? Scribble it down quickly. Was it a car or a cat I saw? The key is symmetry. English loves drama, and palindromes are the closest thing we have to linguistic gymnastics. For RP learners, they're brilliant because they force precision in consonants and clarity in vowel length. So let's do a few word palindromes. Here's some satisfying single-word palindromes with a small pronunciation focus for each. So let's get back to the first one. Level. Level. We've got that short level. It's symmetrical inside and out. Avoid turning level into levu or leval. RP wants both vowels identical. Level. Secondly, we've got civic. Civic. They're 2 short I vowels, both the same. Civic. Perfect for practicing consistent vowel quality. Next we have radar. Radar. Now, RP uses the long A, not A, sound in ray, and dar is that long R sound. Number 4, we've got rotor. Rotor. The schwa is the last syllable. Rotor. Don't over-enunciate the final R. And finally, we've got refer. Refer. The second syllable here is stressed. And that is that long British vowel sound. Refer. It's not refer, it's not refer, it's refer. So if your tongue feels like it's doing Pilates, welcome to RP. So let's have a look at some palindrome phrases and short sentences. Here's some classic short palindromes that make for fun pronunciation practice. Number 1, was it a car or a cat I saw? Was it a car or a cat I saw? So this one lets you play with linking, car or, link it together, car or. The unstressed A in the sentence, was it a car or a cat? And perhaps you can add a lovely rising intonation on I saw. Was it a car or a cat I saw? Number 2, Madam, I'm Adam. Madam, I'm Adam. This is iconic. Practice the clean endings. Madam, Adam. Number 3, a man, a plan, a canal, Panama. A man, a plan, a canal, Panama. This is great for rhythm. Keep all the schwas here light. A man, a plan, a canal. Number 4 is never odd or even. Never odd or even. It's symmetrical in meaning and pronunciation. Give the phrase a smooth, flowing delivery. Never odd or even. And finally, no lemon, no melon. No lemon, no melon. Ideal for practicing those clear L sounds at the beginning and the end of words. No lemon, no melon. OK, your RP Palindrome Challenge. I'm going to put these in the show notes. So I want you to read them slowly and then say them slowly and then increase your speed while keeping clarity. Never odd or even, no lemon, no melon. Was it a car or a cat I saw? Madam, in Eden, I'm Adam. So have a go at those, start off slowly, then increase your speed. Notice how the palindromes are testing your consistent vowel quality, your careful linking and your balanced intonation. And crucially, whether your R is still trying to be American. Banish it. Palindromes are the perfect playground for pronunciation. They reward neatness, control, and a touch of theatrical flair. Because nothing says I've mastered English quite like confidently delivering a man, a plan, a canal, Panama, without sounding like you're falling down a staircase. And have you taken advantage of the Black Friday deal yet? The British Accent Bundle is only £59, reduced from £99, so get it while you can. Section 2. 5-minute conversations. The delivery driver. Welcome to Everyday English Conversations in under 5 minutes, where you can pick up real, useful British English without waiting in all day for the delivery slot. In this situation, we've got a quick chat with a delivery driver. Short, simple and surprisingly common, yet full of pronunciation traps. So here's the dialogue. I'll take both roles, starting with the driver. Afternoon. I've got a parcel for number 34. Anna? Oh, brilliant. That's me. I couldn't find your flat at first. Yes, it is a bit tucked away. If you could just pop it by the door, that would be great. No problem. Could you sign for it, please? Sure. Give me a sec. Thanks. Have a good one. And you. Cheers. OK, so let's go over a few of the words that we heard in that dialogue. Firstly, afternoon. We tend to stress the final syllable. Afternoon. Afternoon. And we have that long R sound at the beginning. Afternoon. So secondly, I've got a parcel. In natural speech, it's I've got her. I've got her. The schwa pops up for the A. Thirdly, pop it by the door. Pop it, pop it. We've got a clear T sound in there. And by the, we've got the weak the. Not the, by the. For, give me a sec, give me a sec. Give me, link it to give me. And a sec, again, we're hearing that schwa again. Not a sec, a sec. Give me a sec, give me a sec. And finally, the ubiquitous cheers, cheers. That light R sound at the end almost disappears. Cheers. So in that short dialogue, we did hear some useful phrasal verbs and some idioms. So firstly, we had pop it somewhere. So this means to place it quickly. Could you pop it on the table? Could you pop it down there? Then we had sign for it. sign for it. This is to give a signature for a delivery. You'll need to sign for this one. And then we had tucked away, which means it's hidden or hard to find. The entrance is tucked away behind the cafe. And then we had give me a sec, which means wait a moment. Give me a sec, I'm nearly done. So why not try these practice sentences? Say them in your best RP accent, slowly first, then faster. Firstly, can you pop the parcel by the gate? Can you pop the parcel by the gate? Can you pop the parcel by the gate? 2. Sorry, my flat is a bit tucked away. Sorry, my flat is a bit tucked away. Number 3. Give me a sec, I'll be right there. Give me a sec, I'll be right there. So if you'd like these pronunciation tips plus video lessons showing tongue, lip and mouth placement for every RP sound, grab the British Accent Bundle. It's the quickest, clearest way to finally sound confident and actually understand why your pronunciation changes. And yes, when you join, it will be delivered instantly. No driver required. learningbritishaccent.com/bundle. Section 3. The 4 verbs every learner trips over, but not you after today. In this section, we're diving into 2 pairs of verbs that cause more confusion than the British Rail timetable. We've got remember versus remind, and say versus tell. If you've ever stopped mid-sentence thinking, wait, do I remember someone? Or do they remind me? Or do I say something to someone or tell it? Why is English like this? Then congratulations, this section is for you. Let's sort it out once and for all. So, remember versus remind. Both verbs involve memory, but they're not interchangeable. Remember is to keep something in your mind. Internal, you do it yourself. I remember my first day at school. Do you remember where you put your keys? I can't remember her name. And remind is to cause someone else to remember. It's external, someone gives you the nudge. Can you remind me to call Sarah? This photo reminds me of our holiday. Please remind him about the meeting. So, remember, stress the second syllable, remember, and keep that final BER ending as that gentle schwa, burr. And remind, we've got that long, clean I glide, and finish with the crisp duh. Practice sentence. Can you remind me so I remember tomorrow? Can you remind me so I remember tomorrow? Listen out for that glide in remind and the soft landing in remember. Say versus tell, and these two have been causing chaos for learners since the dawn of time. Say is to speak words in general. You say something. She said she'd be late. What did he say about the meeting? Never say anything you'll regret. And tell is to give information or instructions to someone. You tell someone something. Can you tell me the time? I told him to wait here. She tells the story very well. So, say, again we've got that smooth, elegant A glide. Say. And tell. Short, neat, finished. Almost like a verbal tap on the shoulder. Let's practice. She told me exactly what to say in the meeting. She told me exactly what to say in the meeting. Can you hear the difference? Tell. Short e. Say. Long, graceful glide. So some quick tips. Remember is you, remind someone else, say general words, tell someone. And there you have it. 4 tiny verbs that cause massive headaches, now beautifully clarified and tidied, almost like a linguistic spring clean. Section 4. Everyday English mini lesson. Better ways to order things, politely and not so politely. Ordering food, coffee, or anything at all is one of those everyday moments where your English and your RP accent can shine. Here are the most common and most useful ways to order something in clear, confident, polite British English. We start with I'd like. I'd like. Polite, calm is a classic. Perfect for cafes, restaurants, shops, anywhere civilised. I'd like a flat white, please. Then we have I'll have. I'll have. Use when choosing in the moment. I'll have the tomato soup. Said with RP, it sounds beautifully decisive. And then we've got I'll take. I'll take. This is a little firmer, often used for objects rather than food. I'll take this umbrella. I'll take this umbrella. And then we have can I have? Can I have? Polite, friendly, it's universal. Can I have a croissant, please? Or could I get? Could I get? Now this is a little bit more American, but it's widely used and easily understood. Could I get a cappuccino? Could I get a cappuccino? And of course we've got may I have? May I have? Which is very polite, sounds wonderfully formal in RP. May I have the smoked salmon pâté? And you could use give me. Give me. Technically English, but unless you're speaking to your best friend at your kitchen table, avoid it. Give me a latte sounds bossy. Use I'd like instead. And can I get you when you're taking someone's order? Can I get you anything else? Can I get you a drink? Perfect for waiters, hosts, or anyone trying to sound charming at a dinner party. So a few more bonus phrases. What would you recommend? This is great for restaurants when you're not sure what to choose. Or, what's the special today? A little insiderish, very natural. Or, could we see the menu? This is for sit-down restaurants usually. Or how about, we'll share, we'll share. We'll share the cheese board. Very British, very classy. And finally, that'll be all, thanks, for finishing your order politely. Ordering in English doesn't need to feel like a test, but if it did, you've now revised, taken notes, and passed with distinction. So go on, stride into that cafe tomorrow, lift your chin in full RP elegance and say, I'd like a tea, please. Not only will you sound British, you'll sound superbly British. And that brings us to the end of yet another week and another episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please support the podcast by giving a 5-star rating and sharing it. And if you can, please donate through the links in the show notes. I'll see you in December. Bye for now.